20 most saved Reddit threads. According to Reddit. Number 20. What the fuck? Where is everything? Oh, it's probably hidden behind door number 1. You like that, you fucking retard? Oh my god, we're off to a demonetizing start, my dudes. I've read this before, but for the sake of, here it is. Not me, but an old friend. Really quiet, soft-spoken, polite guy. A total gentleman and a graduate student in the liberal arts. Also pretty inexperienced, tentative, and vanilla sexually. He's dating this really cool girl for maybe 2 months. She is much kinkier in bed than he is, and she floats the idea of dirty talk, and apparently likes to be objectified, even demeaned a little bit, from time to time. He's hesitant, but wants to please her, and doesn't dismiss the idea outright. Changes the subject and figures that they'll revisit the idea another time. Anyway, they have sex a few days later for the first time since the conversation, really going at it doggy style, and she tells him to talk dirty to her. He says that he can't. He can't think of anything. Damn, Jinx. Thank you. Jinx says, I have a heart on. Nice. Look, the guy says that he can't think of anything to say, so he says nothing. And she then repeats the request, but the second time she is not fucking requesting, she is demanding it. So he comes up with, yeah. You like that, fucking retard? He never struck me as the one for embellishment, so I believe him. He said that it was for sex that night, or that was it for sex that night, although they are still together 2 years on now. I wonder how that video is doing, If I were to throw you like that, you fucking retard into the... Is this my video? Yeah, you're telling me that I'm the first Google result, or is it just showing me what I want to see? That's not good. That's not good. You type in fucking retard and that's what comes up. What if you type in just fucking retard? Let's see here. What if I type in videos? Are you fucking retarded? Blah blah blah. Good. Not even on the first page. Okay. Don't want that. That's not something you want. Okay. Oh my god. Number 19. What is this? Pretty much it's about a really trashy wedding. Okay. What's the trashiest wedding you've been to? Asks someone on AskReddit. Some guy says our nanny's best friend was getting married, and my wife and I were invited because we'd given that couple a bed and breakfast gift certificate that we were not going to use, and they thought that we should be at their wedding as a thank you. Okay. So, the day comes, and we are sitting in a field on a farm on the hottest day of the year. I'm talking high 90s. The bride is going to be transported from the house to the altar by horse-drawn carriage for about 2,000 feet away on a graded, slanted dirt road. The signal for the carriage to head over is someone unbeknownst to us, standing behind the seated guests, and they proceed to blast a 12-gauge shotgun as the all go. The horse rears up its legs and freaks up. Freaks on, freaks down, and freaks out, okay? The handler trying to regain control and the horse collapses. 10 minutes of what's going on and we find out that the horse has heat stroke and cannot pull the carriage. Oh my god, this is going to make Hannah cry. So, instead of foregoing the carriage, the bride's dad walks down to the wedding guests and asks for volunteers to help pull the carriage down to the altar. This is like a feminist's wet dream. My wife nudges me and I say, There is no way I am sticking my toe in that pool of dumb. About 6 people volunteer, including a midget. What a circus. So they all get in place and start to pull the carriage, and as gravity and common sense come into play, the downgraded hill starts to make the carriage uncontrollable, and the people just the people start trying to control the speed, and within 45 seconds, 6 guys are holding on for dear life, running a full sprint just not to get run over if they let go, as they are almost in a full sprint cartoon style where their legs were going 100 miles per hour, but the cart was going faster. The midget at this point is not even touching the ground, but his legs were still running in motion. I will never forget the visual. The carriage comes, there's gotta be a recording of this if it's a wedding, my dude. The carriage comes flying down the road and incredibly rolls by the grooves on the dirt road right into the hayfield and stops about 20 feet from the altar. It was quite literally the funniest thing I had ever seen. Then to put icing on that cake, the reception was a non-alcoholic event? My God, y'all going to hell. Who would dare? Who would dare? You invite people to this? A non-alcoholic reception? What are you thinking? What are you thinking? Ooh. People, oh my God. Already, who gives a shit about your basic thing that you're doing that plenty of other people have done out of a sense of tradition and ritual, the benefits of which they can't name, let alone reap? You know what I'm talking about? Oh my God. And you're forcing people into this silly event that they could give a shit about, but are obligated to out of some sort of, compassion or sympathy for you and your feelings. Because if you're basic enough to go through with this kind of bullshit for all the wrong reasons, then you're basic enough to get hurt by somebody that coming to my fucking wedding. And then you have the audacity to have a reception sans alcohol? What's going on? I didn't know this shit existed. Of all the shit we've read, man, this takes the cake. You don't get me reacting a lot, but I've never heard of a non-alcoholic reception. Of course, maybe they must exist, but even religious people, the drinking wine is part of communion, baby. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, fuck you. I don't know. Whatever. Well, here we go. Sorry. Non-alcoholic event, as the groom's family was super religious, and it was a potluck dinner. We paid for their cake as our contribution for the potluck. My wife, being the saint she is, spent $600 on the thing, and the groom pushed the bride's face into it like an 8th grader, giving a 6th grader a swirly in the bathroom stall, and destroyed the whole thing. Not one piece was served. Oh, but how a store brand cola can hit the spot unlike a nice 7 and 7 on a hot summer's day. Total shit show. I'm sorry, I'm like shaking my head right now. I can't handle that, boy. That's only number 19. Do I have the willpower to make it through this? I just wanted to play fucking Spider-Man tonight, man. What a world. Number 18. Help Reddit turn Spanish. Okay, I know this post. It says, help, Reddit turn to Spanish. I cannot undo it. The joke here is that everybody started responding in Spanish to compound the whole. Somebody says, 5 minutes ago, my Reddit all turned to Spanish. The tabs, the preferences, etc. I went into the preferences and made sure that they checked English, and they were. What's going on? I can't read Spanish, so I am in need of some help. I am asking you because I cannot find the mod help link because I cannot read it. And naturally, everybody in the thread, por lo menos te di una respuesta válida. What the fuck? Everybody in the thread. Simplemente vaya a su página de preferencias y busque la opción de idioma apropiado. Just change the language. Come on, man. Oh my god. So, whoa. Sí, señora. Me gusta gato. I love it. And people are just like, you know. They're limited Spanish and the problema. Oh my god. The internet. What the hell is this? What is this? What is this? What is somebody tell me what this is? No somos extraños para amar, tú conoces las reglas y yo también. Un compromiso total es lo que estoy pensando en usted no obtener esta información de cualquier otro tipo. Solo quiero decirte como... Bro, I can only read one word at a time because I'm focused on pronunciation. And it's a nightmare. Man, reading Spanish. I'd have to learn the language first. Again. All right, so as we roll up to number 17, after that joke of an entry, everybody just unifying in the idea that, okay, we gotta make this idiot think. You know what it's like? I was on Kids Are Fucking Stupid earlier, which is a subreddit. I don't feel that way towards kids. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Here's the post, right? They convinced this little kid that he disappeared, but it's brilliant, okay? So let's just check it out. Oh, man, maybe I gotta open it in like another window or something, because it's gonna do this whole... Oh, my God. Okay. Man, that's loud, too. Let's try to turn that down a bit. There we go. Okay, so they make it seem like they're taking a picture of the kid, right? They make it seem like they're taking a picture of the kid. And this is the beauty of it to me. You know, she sits down next to him, and she's like, whoa, right? And the kid, like, flips her off, little bastard. But then... But on the picture that they obviously took earlier, they took the picture with nobody there. So the kid looks at it, and he's like, this stupid little bitch. Ah, delicious. You know what I'm talking about? Kids are fucking stupid. That's my point, you know, so... You know, you got to layer it on pretty thick sometimes to really sell it. The picture was the icing on that cake where they were just like, look, man, nobody's there. I can't believe it. And the kid's just like, what? I don't have a soul. I read a creepypasta like this. Number 17. Okay. What is this? Well, I guess we'll find out. In an AskReddit thread asking, Reddit, what is your silent, unseen act of personal defiance? Somebody says, when a kid is being a brat in a noisy public area, I casually get close to them and fart on their head and face. I'm really tall, so it's usually a direct hit. Bruh, wasn't like fart kid something that I've done? You too. And this isn't the type of thing I would normally want to type in, but let's type in Kyle fart. So Fart Kid is a story that I remember somebody posting, but it was like lengthy. I think it was about them being in a toy store or something like that. Yeah. And the kid just got up to... Oh shit, thank you, Prelude. I appreciate it. Kablame, huh? Oh my god, my tip jar. Oh, thank god they all just went right back inside. I'd have been so sad if they didn't shimmy my flibbles. As we go back to the initial list, number 16 says, a video clip of a husky screaming. It's so fast and so silly, but I love it. Okay. That is a husky screaming. All right. I apologize for all that noise. Oh, no more 0 days. God, I've read this before, and it's pretty much just like a guy, you know, hitting you with his... if you want it bad enough, guys, if you want it bad enough, somebody must have read this. The internet is not a vacuum, you know? Someone must have read no more 0 days, my dude. Yeah. Look at this homo. You know, is that rude to say? I'm just kidding. You know? That's
more booms.
more booms. No, don't do it. Don't do it. You know? Who is this guy is what you got to ask yourself. Posing, not just looking at the camera. You see the person below? That's how you know, that's a normal picture that you're taking for the thumbnail of your video. But when you think you're a model, my dude, and you're looking off to the right, you know, and then your eyes are then directed in the other. Like, what are you doing? Who are you? Did you write this thing? You didn't, you know? Oh my God. So in the description we see it says success doesn't happen overnight. I'm dying to see if this asshole even credits where this came from. The Reddit post is just in there. Do you mention that?
Commit to doing one small thing every day to eventually get the life that you...
Okay, obnoxious.
...is small concern. And today I want to keep talking about the subject that I started talking about with my homeostasis video. And for all of you who haven't seen it and don't want to...
This guy didn't do it. This guy didn't do this. This guy didn't do this. He just stole it and repurposed it. And yes, the Reddit post is in the description. But I don't like how... I don't know. He just ripped this from this asshole. Look at the... It's been gilded 90 times, guys. This is one of like the best known Reddit inspirational pieces of Bing Bong at all. You know? This guy's name is Andre. The user's name is Ryans01. It ain't him. And to think that he's just like, guys, you got to be inspirational, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and favorite my video. Like, kiss my ass, dude. At least be upfront, you fuck. But I guess that's the way that the world goes, huh? You know? I guess that's the way the world goes. What a scumbag. Take my dislike. All right, as we travel up to, I don't know. Oh, sorry, I didn't summarize what this was. All it was basically a long-ass post saying that you need to take your life a step at a time. You know what I mean? The bottom line is you have a goal, you want to achieve it. A lot of people don't achieve their goals. They procrastinate. They don't get anything done. And it's because they have what the guy considers 0 days where they don't do anything in the way of, you know, their goal. And say you want to, you know, get sexy as far as, you know, doing a whole bunch of, maybe you want some like big ass biceps, my dude. To figuratively put all of this in context, what he's saying is you can't have a 0 day. If you have a day where you lift that thing at least once, that's better than not lifting it at all. You need to at least lift that thing one time. You get what I'm saying? You need to at least jump on the, you know, fucking whatever. We're not going to go there. You get the post. It is a year long. Number 14. Jose Canseco's Ask Me Anything. Good Lord, what a shit show. Isn't Jose Canseco like a sports guy? You know, I'm the wrong guy to... Oof. Jose Canseco is a Cuban-American Major League Baseball player. Is this the guy that, like, made his... No, that's Sosa. So why is it a shit show, I wonder? Huh? I'm so sorry. My God. So somebody responds to this guy, and his name is Conseco Fartbox. And then somebody else says, hey, that's where I got my username from. What the hell? Conseco Fartbox?
Zarbamba.
Damn, Cult of Punk. I appreciate you, my man. That's pretty hardcore. That's pretty gangster. That seemed to take a big bite out of Nat's health. I wonder if it's like easier now. I wonder if it's like easier now to kill people as the string boss. I feel like I should make it so that the bits go a longer way towards chipping away at the string boss. We'll get to it later. So, in an Ask Me Anything from Jose Canseco, thank you, Jinx, and thank you, Amy. Here we are at, I guess, what would be the first question? Why is this so, I hate it. It's because Ask Me Anything is trying to do its own subreddit style, and I didn't ask for that, you dirty piece of shit. So now that you're back to acting fucking normal, maybe this can load properly. Thank you. So somebody says, actually, I just created a Reddit account just to post this. I've been reading forever, and I never felt a need to post until now. When I was 12 years old, I live in San Ramon, Kane, the house directly above your condo. I lived with my dad, and we saw you on a regular basis. You regularly came home, probably drunk, at 1 a.m. in the morning, honking your horn, revving your engine to let the entire neighborhood know that your self-entitled pompous ass was home. I was out walking my dog one day, and it barked at you, probably because she knew you were human scum, and you threatened to shoot that goddamn dog if it doesn't shut up. You said it to a 12-year-old. Suffice to say, your complaints were heard by someone, and the police came and threatened to take the dog from me, a 12-year-old boy whose parents had just gone through a terrible divorce and whose dog was literally the one friend that he had in the world. My dad had no choice but to find a new home for my best friend and gave her away to a good family without even warning me. He knew I would freak out, and I did. I never saw her again. I still to this day have never forgiven my father for doing that, or you for causing it. I only hope that one day you realize what a horrible human being that you have been, and how poorly you have treated those around you, and live with that guilt until you die lonely and miserable. Seriously. Jose Canseco? Bitch, did you know? Oh my God. Oh my God. Somebody said, watch this. Jose Canseco gets his ass kicked with zero effort from Hong Man Choi Bing Bong in his first and only MMA fight. The video is unavailable. Man, he must have kicked that ass so hard that the bandwidth couldn't even deal with it. Somebody said, Jose Canseco, more like Jose can suck a cock. Jesus Christ. I understand this is heartfelt, but considering his previous replies and his well-known public persona, I doubt he gives two shits about you, the dog, and most likely this Ask Me Anything. This is what we call the real world sociopath. Oh my God. Oh my God. What are the other replies like? Jose, you were a huge dick to me when you came into Joe's Crab Shack in Temple, Arizona in 2006. God damn. God damn. You came in at our closing time and demanded that you and your group be seated in an already closed down section of the restaurant. We all stayed for you to finish, which took hours because we had to close down again, and you were rude the entire time and very demanding. You were wearing a baseball uniform and had two skanks on your arms that you made make not so sly remarks to about the crew, food, service, whatever. I lost any respect I had for you that day and don't have any questions for you. Too long didn't read? No way, Jose. Bruh. Jose Canseco. Oh, shit. Whoa. Damn, people have had some bad experiences with this man. I was at an Angels versus Athletics game in Anaheim. I was 10 years old, and during the practice before the game, I asked you to autograph a baseball. You then asked me, a 10-year-old child, to pay you $20 for the autograph. Were you always this much of an asshole towards children and baseball fans? What was the deleted post 5 years ago? How am I supposed to retrieve that? Jesus. How am I supposed to retrieve that? Hmm. 5 years ago. All right, man. Somebody said today I learned Jose Canseco is basically mentally challenged. Somebody said not basically, but actually. My God. Jose, someone in another thread from Our Baseball posted the story about you earlier. Can you confirm this happened? And what was your reaction? What made you feel that you could cut lines just because you were a professional athlete? Someone says, true story. About 15 years ago, I was in the Mall of America with my brother and decided to eat at a Hooters on the 4th floor. In the Hooters, there were some windows in the dining area that are open to the mall's hallways of the 4th floor. My brother and I were waiting to be seated when some guy cuts in between two of us and says something like, I don't need to wait in line. Then a hostess comes and says we can seat ourselves. My brother and I sit on the side of the room, and this douchebag sits on the other side. My brother and I are looking at him and going, shit, he looks familiar. Then my brother is like, wait, that's Jose Canseco. Ricky Spanish. The Rays were in town to face the Twins at the time. I was like, damn, you're right. We need to confirm. So we asked our waitress, hey, is that Jose Canseco over there? Because he was an asshole in line. And she goes, you know what? He was an asshole to me too. Let me go find out. She comes back after investigating and goes, yeah, it's Jose Canseco. How cool. So my brother and I realize we're alone in thinking that this guy is a douchebag. The waitress said he was an asshole and then thinks it's cool that he's here. So we devise a plan to flip him off as we leave. I was 14 at the time. My brother was 21. I'm in. Let's do this shit. So we eat. And as we're walking out, we're ready to flip him off. My brother chickens out the last second, but I'm like, fuck this. I'm going in. So we're walking out through the mall, past the open windows, and I go, hey, Jose Canseco. And he looks over at me and I go, fuck you. And I flip him off. Then my brother and I quickly get on an escalator and leave. He was my favorite baseball player as a kid. It's a shame to find out what a douche he was at that age, anyway. Well, oh my God. Somebody says, I'm more interested in why a millionaire professional athlete was eating at Hooters. And then Jose Canseco responds, it's not for the food, you moron. You roasting people in the comment section, my nigga. Damn, Jose Canseco, damn. Reel that shit in. Who are you, Elon Musk? That's a joke that you get if you follow an Elon right now. This boy is crazy. Elon is crazy right now. Y'all want to know how crazy Elon is? I'll look it up right now and let you know. Elon Musk emails. Oh my God. Oh my God. Ooh. Ooh. A BuzzFeed news journalist emailed Elon and Elon literally was like, off the record, that dude that went to that in Thailand was a pedo. Fuck him. And he gay. And he fucking with them little kids. And I was like, whoa, Elon, chill. Don't say this stuff, man. Just get off the internet, Elon. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I suggest you call the people you know in Thailand and find out what's really going on and stop defending child rapists, you fucking asshole. He said off the record. when two people need to agree to be off the record. Like, well, first of all, if you're talking to a journalist, don't. How about that? Like, wait a minute, are you the journalist? Okay, I gotta go, I gotta go. Whoa. Oh my bing bong. You know why this happened? Here's why this happened. So somebody was talking on Twitter, naturally, and Elon came in and was like, well, my sub was still gangster, nigga. Remember my sub? And that one pedo, y'all fucking with that dude who like little boas. That's why he was in Thailand. Only one reason people go to Thailand. And then they were like, what's going on with that guy though, Elon? Why you doing this? And I think he was like, then how come nobody's tried to sue me yet? Elon said that, right? And then the lawyer goes, maybe you should check your mail because we are moving forward with a lawsuit. Oh no. Oh no. Jose once said, time travel is possible. We'll explain later. This isn't real life. Jose Canseco said, time travel is possible. We'll explain later. Okay, and then he goes on to say, time travel is possible, but you can only go back in time through your dreams. I do it all the time. Learn more about dream control. I have mastered it. Somebody says, I call this a memory. Somebody said, oh God, is this AMA real? How can AMAs be real if Jose Canseco believes in time travel? Ooh, through your dreams. You have to dream control. Dream control. Oh my God. Okay, let's go. I'm so sorry. Let's continue here. Hi, Jose. I met you briefly at LARP Awards. I asked you to sign my sword. You said, fuck off, nerd. I guess I need a question. What was it like presenting an award at an event where obviously you obviously hated everybody? And then it got deleted. Was it him? Did he say something? Oh my God. Jose, do you have any old t-shirts that I can have, not borrow, have? I will pay for shipping. I would like to wear your old shirts while I'm lifting weights and also making love with my wife. I am wearing an old underwear with poop stains. Will that do? This isn't Jose. This isn't Jose Canseco. This isn't Jose Canseco. That's not him. Oh no. I've been taken I've been taken for a ride. We've been taken for a ride, man. This isn't Jose Canseco, man. That's not Jose Canseco, man. Okay. This isn't him. It can't be him, dude. Number 10. How meaningful was it when Jim Carrey screamed, "I'm Jose Canseco" in Liar Liar? He could have screamed many others' names when he thought of a baseball. No, wait, he thought of playing baseball with his kid. He says he's a big fan of mine, plus we had a threesome together. Someone says, who was the other guy? Okay. Ooh. That's fucking rich. That's gold. Okay, who was the other guy? You, Jim Carrey, and who else? Okay. How does it feel to be the real life Kenny Powers? That was loosely based on my life. Ugh. Bruh. What did it feel like when the ball bounced off your head and over the wall, physically and emotionally? Your girlfriend rubbed my head after, so physically and emotionally I was relieved. Someone says, Conseco to English translation. It did some lasting damage, and I would rather not talk about it. This is breaking me. This is breaking me. Someone said Jose Canseco is a 12-year-old boy. This is breaking me. I can't. Oh. Exactly how small did your nuts and dick become after abusing steroids? My nut shrunk, but my penis grew. Someone says, I am gasping through hysterics. This is the most amazing thing. Would you rather take a fastball to the nuts or have to sleep with Madonna now? Punch her in the nuts. It's not him, dudes. It's not him. It's not him. I can't put. You know how like when people used to come into a thread with a whole bunch of pictures of Spider-Man from the 1960s, and then it would just be a Spider-Man thread now? How did this become a Jose Canseco thread? What would be more embarrassing, a baseball bouncing off your head in the outfield, or charging the mound against Nolan Ryan and ending up in a Texas strong headlock while getting pummeled? Charging the mound as Nolan throws a ball and it bounces off your head into the crowd while knocking you out? This is breaking me. I can't. Jose, you once asked your Twitter followers for a pro bono attorney for help getting your chandeliers back. Whatever happened with this? Nothing. They kept my chandeliers. The law sucks. I should have burnt that house down. Shit. Maybe I will. Bruh. If that was Jose Canseco, I don't know what the world has come to. Let's finish this list. Let's stay on track, because this was a rabbit hole. Number 20 20 of the most saved Reddit threads. We are at number 13, boy. The internet is to provide players with a sense of pride and accomplishment for unlocking different heroes. Just in case you weren't aware of the big EA fiasco. EA, of course, very greedy and money hungry. Oh yeah, they money hungry, all right. Money hungry compy, okay? They released a Star Wars game, okay? And in it, to play as characters such as Luke Skywalker, such as Darth Vader, you basically had to either play for a ridiculous amount of time or spend motherfucking money, baby. And that's a little terrible, you know? That's a little terrible. You releasing a game as iconic and popular through osmosis, people have pretty much been made aware of the entire movie. Think of that. Think of something that's so popular that people can have never seen that movie and can pretty much summarize it having never seen it. That's how, profound it is as far as cultural footprint. And you're releasing a game, not a rinky-dink mobile game or some bullshit like that, like a legit, look at this, pay $60 for me, bing bong game. You're paying $60 for this motherfucking game. You can't play as fucking Luke and Darth Vader? Okay. So then EA comes out and makes a statement talking about the intent is to provide players with a sense of pride and accomplishment for unlocking different heroes, when in reality you can fucking pay for this shit? Bitch, what the fuck are you talking about? EA just out of its mind. So naturally, this goes on to become the most downvoted comment in Reddit history at a whopping 668,000 down votes. You know what I mean? Down votes. And maybe that's exaggerated, maybe it's embellished, maybe it's, fluffed up, who cares? But it's still ridiculous and EA crazy. And they get a lot of flack that I wish would go to Bungie, because Bungie just as greedy. And Bungie, what a fall from grace. They used to make fucking good games. Oh no. But now they out here on that Destiny shit. It's really funny. Destiny is super funny because literally back to back to back to back to back to back, they fuck up, And it's one thing if they were just greedy, with their little Eververse bullshit market system that they try to make people pay for this and pay for that. But the comedy is they'll fuck up because they lie. And then people go, wait a minute, you're lying. And then we go, okay, we're listening to feedback and we'll change some things. And then they lie again. And then people expose them for that lie. And they go, okay, we're listening to feedback. And it's just weird. They just keep going back. But I like to think that enough people are trickling off that ball sack to where they really starting to feel some of that pain. But I mean, I think I jumped ship when they were lying about basically if you played the game more, they would slow down how much experience you got than if you just played for a short amount of time. And when people exposed them for that, because in game you can buy things that speed up your progression as far as how much experience you receive. So in a way, that's kind of like pay to win, and that's very fucking shaky ground that you don't want to be on. So when they got exposed for that bullshit, they were like, oh, our bad. We're going to go ahead and change it. You know what they did? Behind the scenes, without mentioning it to anybody, they doubled the amount of experience that it takes for you to reach the next level. And then they got caught for that. And then they backtracked again. They released an update where I think they were trying to make people go faster. They called it like the Go Fast update or something like that. They made you fast in pretty much every category except when you run. And it's just like, nigga, why are you playing this? So the people playing it. It's so weird. It's the weirdest game in the world. Number 12. This comment about Charmin products. Charmin like the toilet paper with the bear. Charmin has the bear, right? Let's take a look. Oh, man, that's not my Charmin bear. Hashtag, where's the old bear? I don't like this cutesy bullshit. What that old creepy bear? Old Charmin bear. Oh, no, sorry. Now that's what I'm talking about. Look at that bear. Yeah. I got some honey for that bear. Just kidding. I'm not a Catholic priest. A shit like that gets your channel in trouble, Kyle. So we continue to the comment, which reads, what is your never again brand? Somebody basically asked a question on AskReddit saying, hey, are you never going to use something again? If so, why? Oh, Jesus in the comment section says he blames Activision. You are so stupid for that, Jesus. And you'll never hear me say anything. You'll never hear me say that to you about anything else, but you really are crazy because Bungie itself is a terrible company and they have literally and deliberately thrown their player base under the bus. It'd be one thing if they were just a money hungry, like you're thinking of them as the tortured artist, you know what I mean? That has like a great product and they just want to put it out and please the people because it's really great. And then maybe like a producer comes and goes, you can't do that like that. You got to make money. You got to slice that off. Put that in the sequel. You know what I mean? That Bungie has been making the choices here. And we know this because people have come out and made it apparent. But even that would be fine if the developers respected their player base, which they don't. But Jesus, we could talk about this all day, but you want to know the sad part, and this is the true sad part. You are living in like a vacuum where you don't look at any Bungie news, because if you did, you would not be able to play Bungie's Destiny because it's that bad. It is bad enough at this point to where if you were aware of what were going on behind the scenes, you would not be able to bring yourself to play it. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. We like to say, like, and this is the point that I always make. Look at Rick and Morty. Look at Guardians of the Galaxy. You know what I mean? Look at shit that's like everybody agrees is like really dope. You know what I mean? Rick and Morty is funny. Guardians of the Galaxy is fun. And if James Gunn came out right now was like, look, niggas, I eat babies and I've been eating babies for a while, it's not going to change the fact that Guardians was a fun movie. And if Justin Roiland and Dan Harmon come out of nowhere right now and say, hey, we beat women every day, you know what I mean? and we got some chained up in our basement, yeah, it's going to make them terrible people. But objectively, unfortunately, it doesn't make Rick and Morty any less fun. This is the thing about Destiny, though. Destiny's an okay game, but as far as I'm concerned, it's got 5, 6s out of 10s across the board. It's average, it's mediocre, it's something to do, it's something to play, right? Now, I would imagine if you could ignore, anything about Bungie, then you could probably have an okay time playing a game. But if you were then made aware of all of the sick and deliberate, like, fucked up things that they did, could you really go back to that? Not the same way that we could be like, oh, Rick and Morty's still funny, Guardians is still fun. Destiny is kind of, you know what I mean? It's a game where you're running around with a flamethrower in a world full of balloons, and you need to just pop them. That's that. You know what I mean? And Bungie out here just like, look, give me your fucking money. Also, I'm changing the game in ways that is literally harmful to you and the investment of time that you put in. I'll tell you this once. I played Warframe for literally like a couple of weeks, and I got more out of it than I had in years of playing Destiny. And that's what puts me somewhere where I am qualified to fucking talk about it, is that I played the first Destiny up until the Taken King when it got good. When it got good, my dude. Destiny came out and was ass forever. Forever. Because they were cutting content deliberately, not just because it was advised by Activision. They were rolling down knobs and tweaking things so that people who were playing weren't getting what they wanted. They were establishing physical and artificial, like, roadblocks and obstacles to keep people grinding in a way where it's like, hey, do I have something to show for it? Here's the one thing that people play games for. It's for bragging rights, my dude. If it's a multiplayer thing and it's not easy to achieve, people play it for the bragging rights. Some people like to play Dark Souls, but some people like to play Dark Souls so they can say, hey, nigga, I did this and I did it this way. Oh, yeah, well, I was playing on a DDR mat. Can you say that you've done that? I don't fucking think so. You sign into Destiny right now. You want to know why Dads of Destiny is the most, like, the biggest fucking clan on that corny ass game? Is because dads ain't got a lot of motherfucking time, my dude. They raising their kids, they going to work. They want something when they come home has not changed so significantly that they feel that they have fallen off the ball in a way where they're never going to be able to catch up. Destiny doesn't change. It's a casual fucking game, my dude. You jump in and you could be next to somebody that's been playing for a fucking year. In probably a week or two, maybe a month tops, you could probably reach where they're going. And if you can't reach it, it's because of some kind of artificial roadblock that's put in the game, as far as like, oh, there's a cap on XP. Oh, you can't do that until this day. Some bullshit like that. But the bottom line is, you can play for a small amount of time and have the same amount that somebody who's been playing forever has. That's not something in games that a lot of people like. A lot of people want to be able to show for what they've been doing. A lot of people want to be able to demonstrate their skill and everything that they've put in, the time that they have. You know what I mean? Usually it's something as simple as a badge, as a little portrait. You jump into Overwatch and I have a silver portrait. You can play for fucking years. You ain't gonna reach that. You get what I'm saying? In Warframe, you have mastery ranks, you have mods that basically have been scaled based on how long you've been playing. You can form up things. You can look at somebody who's been playing long. You can see based on the way that they're playing that you ain't anywhere near what they got going on. And you're not going to get there. Not in a month, not in 4, not in a year, my dude. And that's the thing that some people play games for. Obviously, different games for different people. I ain't mad because people enjoy Destiny, but I don't like the ignorance that goes into people thinking that Bungie is a tortured artist, because in reality, they the ones who did that bullshit. And I remember Marty O'Donnell and how they tried to spin the public narrative to make it seem like, oh, that was an amicable, hey, we're parting ways and bullshit like that. When in reality, they were firing him and trying to get away with not paying this man for his work. Motherfuck Bungie. And maybe I'm a little bit biased because I'm a fucking, I consider myself a musician still, having sung, having played instruments, bullshit like this. When you make something, when you invest yourself in something, And then the people that you work for try to fuck you out of that money and then tell the public, oh, you know, it was just like we had like there's no disagreement. We're look at us shaking hands in this old picture. It was a thing. It was agreement we both came to. I wish him the best in what he does. But behind the scenes and in fucking court, it's a savage battle where you're throwing out all kinds of harsh words and making it seem like I'm trying to steal some shit, when in reality, I was doing the work that y'all were paying me to do, and y'all ain't gonna give me the fucking work. You don't know shit about the Marty O'Donnell behind the scenes, the way that Bungie fucking acts, because that had nothing to do with Activision. And when you realize that that's the type of bullshit that they're investing into the game and how they give no shits about their player base, you wouldn't be able to play it either, my dude. Don't think I haven't downloaded Destiny plenty of times and thought, ooh, just can't do it. You know what I mean? Ooh. Oh, man, you expect greed. You expect greed. It's a business. People got to make money. Well, fuck me. Remember the list? Number 12. Okay. Number 12. Number 12. Jesus says to Jacob, Destiny is fun with friends, man. Everything's fun with friends, especially the right friends. I like to think that if I could make shoveling shit amusing if people drooped up with me and had us do it. You know what I mean? But the bottom line is, Jesus, you love Destiny because you probably don't have a lot of time to play a real game. You're a casual gamer. That's fine. You're entitled to that. But Jacob has played Warframe. He already knows how much more that has to offer in the way. The worst part about Warframe is that it's effortlessly better as a free-to-play game at doing what Destiny's trying to do as like a $60 game. Just kidding, I'm asking you for $20 more. Just kidding, I'm asking you for $20 more. Just kidding, I'm asking you for $40 more. Oh, you know what? Buy another game again now, next year. It's just lame. It's just lame. It's not really something I want to get off my chest, Jesus. It kind of just scares me because it's, you know, it's a microcosm of what goes on in the world. People like make themselves blind to the bigger picture. But like I said in the analogy about Guardians, like James Gunn may be weird, but it doesn't ruin the content. And in the same way, I'm sure that you think to yourself, Bungie may be fucking disgusting, but for you, you like Destiny. But that doesn't mean that you should make yourself ignorant to what goes on behind the scenes. I think you should educate yourself, because you wouldn't say what you're saying if you knew what Bungie was about. I'm not saying that you will outright stop playing the game. That's what I did, but that's not the effect that it has on everybody. I just think it's messed up that you don't care enough to like research it, man, because as a consumer, you owe it to yourself to get a little educated on that. Bungie is, I wouldn't buy another Bungie product because they don't deserve it. And worse, they're setting a terrible precedent for the gaming industry. So think about it like this. I'm sure some people hate Fortnite because Battle Royale is just something that is getting on their fucking nerves. And if something came out with Battle Royale, it would never see a penny of their money. And that's the way that I feel. But in this analogy, the Battle Royale is Bungie. Number 12. This comment about Charmin commercials. And I like the old Charmin bear. Oh my God, there was a one with a girl on it. Northern Pastels. That's not American. This is irrelevant. Stop looking this up. Nope. Toilet paper. I gotta specify that. It was colored toilet paper. I'll be investigating this later because it doesn't look American. Forgive me. What is your Never Again brand? Okay, Charmin. I'm fucking tired of these stupid ass obsessed bears. Oh, ass obsessed bears. Okay, yeah, this is pretty gross when I put it in perspective. I never really thought of it like that. You know, I guess to me it was just like a little cute thing. Because bears, you know, they take craps in the woods and they don't have anything to wipe. So I guess, you know, okay, man. This is legitimately one of those things that has remained innocent. You know, they say childhood ruined, another basic basic bullshit like that. But this is legitimately one of those things where it was as innocent as can be because I never really thought about it. I never applied any kind of furry type bullshit to this. I never applied, oh, what if somebody with a fetish for pooping, is looking at this kind of crap and how gross that would be. It was literally just a innocent bunch of commercials with a bunch of dumbass bears in the woods using toilet paper, because the joke in real life is that, of course, the bears just shit in the woods and they don't wipe. They're bears. They don't think to wipe like we do. Maybe they go to a stream and wash that shit off or something like that. If they care. Does a bear care? Is a bear conscious of, a bad smell? And because the bears have no concept of shame. This is going to be ruined now. Oh, I say that because I'm sorry. I say that because I believe other people may have had this innocent thing ruined for them now too. And I apologize, because we could have made it our whole lives without thinking twice about certain things. But now we're going to be forced to. Look, I don't let toilet paper control my fucking life. All right. Okay. Their entire world revolves around toilet paper. I get that they're in a commercial, but ass inspection? Really? Oh my God. Oh my God. That's what this is. Look, this is being ruined for us. This is being ruined for us. Look, oh God, I don't let toilet paper control my life. I get that they're in a commercial, but ass inspection? That's a little too far. They pause football games. Oh my God. They pause football games to inspect asses. One commercial has them ready to change vacation plans over toilet paper. Speaking of traveling bears, one commercial features a TSA bear inspecting another's ass. Look at his face. He's got the face of a man who's just like, I've seen some things, man. This job isn't what I thought it would be. Bear ass. How come all the bears in this commercial red, man? Where the brown bears at, baby? Where the brown bears? He inspects the bear's ass before boarding a plane, even going so far as to commend the bear on packing Charmin. Okay. That's that good shit, apparently. You're cleaner than I thought, says the agent. Ass inspection in the Charmin Bear universe is so commonplace that it is enforced as a security measure. Here, thank you, Prelude. This is a bizarre list. This is a bizarre list. Oh my God. Okay, here a bear is chasing a cub around with a dustpan to collect the used toilet paper stuck to the cub's ass. The narrator says, "You'll never pass inspection with pieces left behind." Is Charmin trying to push an ass inspection agenda? I hope to never have to endure a toilet paper inspection, let alone be subjected to it every time I use the bathroom. Here, oh my God, a cub is literally doing gymnastics to make sure that he doesn't fail his ass inspection, but to no avail. The bears are relentless. They will scrutinize each other's asses at any given opportunity. Even in print, they resort to using a vacuum cleaner. Oh my God. Look at this commercial. A mother and a cub looking at the moon. In any sane family, that would be the satellite that orbits the Earth. Unfortunately, this is in the Charmin Bear world, is where it is not only means the cosmic body, but the body of their fellow bear. Oh my God. They are literally using a telescope to inspect the ass of another bear sitting in a tree. These bears are so incredibly self-centered too. All they care about is toilet paper. In this commercial, the cub drains the entire lake so that he wouldn't have to fish. Of course, he uses the toilet paper in the tackle box because these bears don't go anywhere without a fucking roll. It doesn't even make sense. Is Charmin advocating destroying an entire lake to catch all the fish? It seems a little misguided. This commercial video Y'all out here still watching TV. You know how long it's been since I've seen a real commercial? Okay, this commercial features a bunch of cubs saying that Charmin is so good, you could wear your underwear a second day. Mind you, all these cubs are naked. The commercial ends with one cub saying to another, "You should try it, skids." Do these bears really make up nicknames based on the cleanliness of each other's asses? What kind of fucked up world is it where naked bears make fun of each other for ass appearance? Especially the one where one of the bears says, "What a great view," and the other sticks his bare ass in her face and says, "Thanks to Charmin." It's fucking weird. Fuck those bears. I will never buy a Charmin as long as these bears are waving their asses at me. Bruh. Vanessa is mad about this bear situation. More on. Coming right up. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's a thread that somebody saves and keeps going back to. How wild is that? Cult of Punk says, "Oh man, if you guys play Destiny, Anthem will disappoint you more." Nah, man. We don't need to be disappointed by Anthem, especially when Warframe again is doing everything better than everybody. It's a shame. It's a true shame. I kind of, Anthem looks good, but so did Destiny, and some people need substance in their game, not just a hamster wheel to run on. So honestly, I kind of hope that Anthem is the sacrifice that buries fucking EA, because, they fucked up. EA fucked up, my dude. EA fucked up. How about that? They need to figure out what the hell they want to do in games instead of trying to be everything, That's the problem. That's probably what's going to make Spider-Man great, is that it has its own identity, and that's good. Number 11. Oh, man, another Get Motivated. I consider this a must-read for basically everybody. Is this like a I'm gonna die one? Of course, another subreddit with its own fucking theme that it thinks that I want. Guess what? I don't. So, hide that. I feel like I've read this before. God, Kyle, have you? What? No. Give me the yes. Now put the tie in there. Just in case you didn't know, allow me to take it slow. I've got the ID to show. This all started years ago. Well, I try my best to stay calm. Skirt. Kyle tie. My last tie. Look, I read this before, so I'm just gonna. I'm gonna play the video. I'll be gone forever, but that's okay, as long as someone reads this. I'm only 24 years old, yet I've actually already chosen my last tie. It's the one I'll wear at my funeral, a few months from now. It may not match my suit, but I think it's perfect for the occasion. The cancer diagnosis came too late to give me at least a tenuous hope for a long life, but I realized the most important thing about death is to ensure that you leave this world a little better than it was before you existed with your contributions. Jesus, I hate my delivery. I must have been trying to give it the seriousness it deserves. That's my wannabe snicker. Here's the bottom line. We're all going to die. You know what I mean? I can't pretend these days. It's why I don't have the time to play things like Destiny, baby. They got to try if they want me to give a shit. So, I will read this, and I'll tell you what, it's going to be a little bit quicker. It's going to be a little bit faster than my delivery in that other video. So buckle up, because it's a message from a person who is dying. And as As it says, I had a party at my house.
Can you
a few
give me
weeks
something
ago.
a little more somber
And I
or something, my dude? Nope. How about relaxing?
Don't let the music make you go slower, my dude. How about that? Excuse me. Soon I'll be gone forever. And that's okay, as long as someone reads this. I'm 24 years old, yet I have actually chosen my last tie. It's the one that I'll wear to my funeral. A few months from now. It may not match my suit, but I think it's the perfect tie for the occasion. The cancer diagnosis came too late to give me any tenuous hope for a long life, but I realized that the most important thing about death is to ensure that you leave this world a little better than it was before you existed, via your contributions. The way I've lived my life so far, my existence, or more precisely the loss of it, will not matter because I have lived without doing anything impactful. Before, there were so many things that had occupied my mind. When I learned how much time I had left, however, it became clear which things are really important. So, I'm writing this for you for a selfish reason. I want to give meaning to my life by sharing with you what I have realized. Don't waste your time on work that you don't enjoy. It is obvious that you cannot succeed in something that you don't like. Patience, passion, and dedication come easily only when you love what you do. Wouldn't it be funny if I just stopped talking for a while and then kind of just shut the stream down and was like, guys, I don't like this. I can't do this. You guys take it easy. I'll catch you later. I'm kidding. It's stupid, this is another point, to be afraid of others' opinions. Fear weakens and paralyzes you. If you let it, it can grow worse and worse every day until there's nothing left of you but a shell of your former self. Listen to your inner voice and go for it. Some people may call you crazy, but some may even think that you're a legend. Take control of your life, take full responsibility for the things that happen to you, limit bad habits, and try to have a healthier life. Life? Find a sport that makes you happy. I call the sport eating. Most of all, don't procrastinate. Let your life be shaped by decisions that you made, not by the ones that you didn't. Appreciate the people around you, and your friends and relatives will always be an infinite source of strength and love. That is why you shouldn't take them for granted. It is difficult for me to fully express my feelings about the importance of these simple realizations, but I hope that you will listen to someone who has experienced how valuable time is. I'm not upset because I understand that the last days of my life have become meaningful. I only regret that I will not be able to see a lot of cool stuff that could happen. Like the creation of artificial intelligence or Elon Musk's next awesome project. Ooh, this is before he was calling people pedophiles when they're trying to save little boys' lives that are trapped in a cave. Ooh, Elon Musk, what have you done? What has he had? I also hope that the war in Syria and Ukraine will end soon. Time, dude, it keeps going. And soon we'll fade into nothingness, and it'll leave our ass behind. We care so much about the health and integrity of our body that until death we don't notice that the body is nothing more than a box, a parcel for delivering our personality, thoughts, beliefs, intentions to this world. If there's nothing in this box that you can change the world, or that can change the world, then it doesn't matter if it disappears. I believe that we all have potential, but it also takes a lot of courage to realize it. You can float through life, created by circumstances missing day after day, hour after hour, or you can fight for what you believe in and write the great story of your life. I hope you will make the right choice, leave a mark in this world, have a meaningful life, whatever definition it has for you. Go towards it. The place we are leaving is a beautiful playground where everything is possible, yet we are not here forever. Our life is a short spark in this beautiful little planet that flies with incredible speed to the endless darkness of the unknown universe. So, enjoy your time here with passion. Make it interesting. Make it count. Bleh. It's a cute thing from a dead man. How about that? Okay. Oh boy. Someone says, I'm speechless and overwhelmed by all the positive replies to my last time. Oh, this is the guy. He gone. Bunch of people deleted their comments. What? So now that we've read that, I'm really going to get to the bottom of this fucking colored toilet paper. Ooh, you said colored. And it could have been construed in a different way because you opened up a picture of a dark-faced girl. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's not the way I meant it, Kyle. That's not the way I meant it. I say, well, okay. I'm kidding. All right. Look, I'm not kidding. I meant colored like the toilet paper are different colors. What do you want from me? Jeez. God. Like I'm a bigot. Like I'm a racist. Number 10. I'd like to buy this person a beer. They help me get my mind around grief in a way that I hadn't before. If only me could help people get they griefy deef. If I could thief the grief from peeps, then they would buy me beer. But me don't like beer. Me like Streamlabs donation. I'm kidding. What's this? My friend just died. I don't know what to do. Okay, I'm guessing there's a comment here. Okay. All right, here goes. I'm old. What that means is that I've survived so far. And a lot of people I've known and loved did not. I've lost friends, best friends, acquaintances, coworkers, grandparents, mom, relatives, teachers, mentors, students, neighbors, and a host of other folks. I have no children. I can't imagine the pain it must be to lose a child, but here's my 2 cents. I wish I could say you get used to people dying. I never did. I don't want to. It tears, same word. Different pronunciations based on context that you should have been aware of reading this. Are you running out of stamina, Kyle? Are you running out of stamina? It tears a hole through me whenever somebody I love dies, no matter the consequence, but I don't want it to not matter. I don't want it to be something that just passes. My scars are a testament to the love and the relationship that I had for and with that person. And if the scar is deep, so was the love. So be it. Scars are a testament to life. Scars are a testament to that I can love deeply and live deeply and be cut or even gouged, and that I can heal and continue to live and continue to love. The scar tissue is stronger than the original flesh was. Scars are a testament to life. Scars are only ugly to people who can't see. As for grief, you'll find it comes in waves. When the ship is first wrecked, you're drowning with the wreckage all around you. Everything floating around you reminds you of the beauty and the magnificence of what the ship was and is no more. All you can do is float. You find some piece of the wreckage and you hang on to it for a while. Maybe it's some physical thing. Maybe it's a happy memory or a photograph. Maybe it's a person who is also floating. For a while, all you can do is float. Stay alive. Survive. In the beginning, the waves are 100 feet tall and crash over you without mercy. You know, they keep nerfing mercy, man. What are we going to do? They come 10 seconds apart and they don't even give you the time to catch your breath. All you can do is hang on and float. And after a while, maybe weeks, maybe months, you'll find that the waves are still 100 feet tall, but they come further apart. When they come, they still crash all over you and wipe you out, but in between you can breathe, you can function. You never know what's going on to trigger or what's going to trigger the grief. It might be a song, a picture, a street intersection, the smell of a cup of coffee. It can be just about anything, and the wave comes crashing, but in between the waves there is life. Somewhere down the line, it's different for everybody. You find that the waves are only 80 feet tall or 50 feet tall. And while they still come, they come further apart. You can see them coming. An anniversary, a birthday or Christmas, or landing at O'Hare. You can see it coming. Gotta keep it together. You don't normally. for most part, and prepare yourself. I'll tell you after I'm done reading it. And when it washes over you, and when it washes over you, that somehow you will again come out on the other side, soaking wet, sputtering, still hanging on to some tiny piece of the wreckage, but you'll come out of the claw. Take it from an old guy. The waves never stop coming, and somehow you don't really want them to, but they don't stop coming. All right, man. But you learn you'll survive them, and other waves will come, and you'll survive them too. If you're lucky, you'll have lots of scars and lots of loves and lots of shipwrecks. Somebody says, oh, bro, what an amazing analogy about the waves, bro. The waves, bro. I was like, the reason I was laughing in the middle of reading this is because if I were going to redo this whole analogy and try to be all profound and poetic and just deliver it in a way that's just so well articulated and deliberately, crafted, I would probably talk about how life and dealing with the passage of time and how, some things you gotta get through. It would be like an ugly woman who becomes prettier over time. You know what I mean? But this time, instead of being 100 feet ugly, maybe she shave her armpits. Maybe maybe no more unibrow. Oh, only 80 feet ugly. Maybe. Oh God, I am just kidding. It's so candy ass that the world we live in now, like, that's edgy. Saying some shit like that is edgy. You're implying that a hairy armpitted woman is not beautiful, Kyle? Like, what kind of world we live in, man? Jesus hell. What is going on in the world we're living in, my dude? Where people just defending any old bullshit. Are you armpit hair shaming, Kyle? What the fuck? Oh, everybody's edgy. Everything's toxic. Oh, man. I don't want to live in this gay-ass world. People out here playing. Number 9. Today you, tomorrow me. I've read it. Do I have to do this? I don't want this whole thread to turn into to shit that I've already done. But I've already done it. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I've already done this. So I guess, yeah, the top things saved on Reddit would be part of the Reddit collection, Kevin. And then if we jump back to this fucking page, you see that shut up. You shut your mouth. The first Reddit collection, shut up. It was Kevin. All right? It was Kevin. That was the first Reddit collection. And I'm not going to turn into a rerun of a channel here. Poop knife. I've read that before too. Poop knife. Poop knife. You want me to read poop knife again? Again? Again with the poop knife? Look how long it is. Not the poop. Okay. You know what? If poop knife, Nige. Oh God. Somebody else has done it now. A bunch of people have done it. So it's not necessary for me to do it. Look at these assholes. What? Just kidding news. Ew. Ew. With a poop emoji and ya nasty there. Asian guy and flat chest. I said it. Come at me, man. Come at me. Oh no, are they in a conference call with other people, or is that them in different clothes? Oh no, what if it's a different Asian man? No, there's only one Asian man. Nope, there's two. Maybe one of them's not even. Well, okay, get out of here. Get out. You've said too much. You've said too much. All right, look. I'm not doing it. All right, I've read them both. Number 6, Disney World Goofy cast member Ask Me Anything story. Is this the one where Goofy admitted that he was like, there was a lot of fucking going on? I was Goofy at Walt Disney World for 20 years. This post is not for those who wish to preserve the magic of Disneyland. Okay. Oh boy. I am going to read it. Oh no, 170 fucking guilds. I've probably read this before. All right. I have one moment that stands out above all the rest. I was waiting for someone to ask me this question. It's the reason that I left a good job as a VIP tour guide and moved to character department. I was working City Hall one day when two guests came in with 2 little girls. One was in a wheelchair and the other one looked like she just had seen death. Both were cut and bruised, and the one in the wheelchair had her arm in a cast. The 2 women were actually nurses from a hospital and were asking for a refund on the girls' tickets, something that we avoided doing at all costs. When I asked them why, they told me the story. The 2 girls were with their mom and dad at Epcot, and on the way home, they got into a horrible car accident. The mother was beheaded right in front of them. Damn, baby. The father eventually died too, but the two girls didn't know that yet. They were from overseas and had no money and no contact information for anyone that they knew. Oh my God. They were bringing the tickets back to get these girls some much needed money to get help so that they could get back home. My heart absolutely sunk. If you had seen these girls, you'd know why. They were truly traumatized. I refunded their tickets and got permission to be their private tour guide for the rest of the day, which they were not expecting. I walked them to the VIP viewing area for the parade, which was as far as I could walk them in the costume that we used to wear at City Hall. I had to leave them there while I put on my VIP costume, and on the way down, I pulled out every kid joke that I could think of. I was really good as a tour guide. I helped write part of it, and I knew how to make kids smile. Nothing worked. These girls were too far gone for any of that bullshit. I left them at the bridge to go change, walked backstage, and bawled my eyes out. I just had never seen something so horrible. I was truly affected, and it was terrible feeling powerlessness, not being able to fix the situation. When I came back, I brought them to get ice cream, take them on rides and stuff, but they never smiled, not once. The nurses were loving it and were trying to get them into it, but it just wasn't working. We went back to the bridge to watch a parade, and it was there that I honestly saw true magic, real magic, not bullshit. I had called the parade department to let them know what was going on and set up a private meet and greet after the parade. As the parade was coming around the Liberty Square, I told the girls that I had called Mickey and told him all about them. I told them that Mickey asked to meet them after the parade. The little girl in the wheelchair smiled. "Really?" she asked. My heart skipped a beat. "Yes, really. He told me to tell you to look out for him in the parade and to follow the float back to City Hall." Oh, God. Should I do this? Ugh. Jesus, this isn't good. You mean right now?" she asked. It had worked. They were talking. Not laughing, but talking. It was the first time I had heard them speak. Every single parade performer came up to them on the bridge and told them that to look out for Mickey. Every one of them told them that. When Mickey's float came up, Mickey, who was attached to a pole at the top of the float, managed to turn her body sideways, look down at the girls, and port towards Main Street. That was all it took. The girls were excited now. They had forgotten about the death. They were lost in a magical world, and I couldn't believe I was watching it unfold before my eyes. We followed the float all the way back to City Hall, singing Mickey Mania the whole time. Back then, City Hall used to have a VIP lounge behind the desk that was for privacy during difficult situations or to host celebrities. I took them in, showed them the book where all the autographs were. They were eating it up. The girl who was Mickey that day got down off her float and, without even taking her head off, walked up to me backstage and said, "Let's go." I walked in with Mickey behind me, so I got to see the exact moment the girls met their new friend. They got shy, but Mickey was in control now. Those girls met the real Mickey Mouse that day. Every single parade character stayed dressed to meet these girls. One by one, they'd come in and play a bit and then leave. We were in that lounge for over an hour. Mickey stayed in costume the entire time, which is hard to do after a parade. When Mickey... Corey Johnson, subscription on YouTube, thank you. When Mickey finally said goodbye, I had two excited girls on my hands that couldn't stop smiling. They talked and talked and talked. We had a wonderful day after that. But what I remember most was when we walked by the rose garden, the older one said, "Oh, Mommy loves roses. And she stopped. I held out my hand and walked her to the gate, picked her up, put her on the other side, and said, "Pick one." She looked happy as she picked out her favorite rose. She didn't say anything more and didn't need to. I said goodbye to the wonderful nurses and the wonderful girls when I walked backstage behind the train station. This time I didn't cry. It felt so good to be part of that. I realized that as much as I liked helping guests at City Hall, the true magic of Disney was in the character department. I auditioned, transferred, and never looked back. Thanks for letting me relive this. It was a special day for me. Wow. Real life, baby. Don't you wish that you were at an age where you could lose yourself in something so gangster, but instead all you have is bullshit like Destiny? Ugh. Someday though, someday it'll go back to like it was when Modern Warfare 2 was out, which is backwards compatible on the Xbox that I don't own. For once, there's a reason to have an Xbox, but it's obnoxiously priced, I think. An Xbox One is still $200. Come on, man. I'll put it on the wish list. Whatever. I'll put it on the wish list. Can't believe it's backwards compatible. My heart, be still. Okay, I think we're pretty much done with this list. There's about 4 more remaining here, right? You know? No, 5 more. This post right here, it tells you how to fill out an insurance claim if you lost everything, written by a former insurance adjuster. Wow, that's very cool. That's, helpful, It's not exactly the kind of juicy shit that we were looking for, though. It's actually helpful, though. So, if you lose everything, the scariest part is, like, if somebody in your family dies, we don't know what the fuck to do. Like, imagine both your parents died right now. Where the hell do you know what I mean? Do you just call a lawyer and go, hey, I'm technically an adult, but we didn't talk, and I don't know. Is there a will? Something written on a napkin hastily. What do we do here? I don't know what to do. None of us know what to do. Life is scary, my dude. Life is scary. I'm thinking back to that beheading story. Jesus Christ. Number 4, a ridiculously thorough strategical analysis of what one must do if they ever find themselves battling a snail for immortality. I remember this garbage. You remember this garbage? There was an AskReddit thread that asked, you and a super intelligent snail both get $1 million, and you both become immortal. However, you die if the snail touches you. It always knows where you are and slowly crawls towards you. What's your plan? Now, here's the important part, dude. It's not just a rich snail, my dude. The snail's super intelligent, okay? The snail's super intelligent. Yes, it's immortal, okay? But I don't think that it can't be trapped. Do you get what I'm saying? So either is it too smart to avoid a trap? Because it's a motherfucking snail, my dude. So how intelligent is it? Can it figure out like communication with people to help free it from traps? You know what I mean? I feel like I would want to try my best to trap this motherfucker and throw his ass in the ocean. You know what I mean? Where he wouldn't be able to figure out tapping on the glass with a shell to Morse code communication to somebody or something, or better yet, if he's intelligent enough, can he figure out some sort of like jetpack scenario? Can he attach himself to a drone? Do you know what I mean? When you say super intelligent, it's a different fucking ballpark. It's a different fucking ballpark. This slowly crawling towards you bullshit is irrelevant if the snail is super intelligent. I really hate this question. Okay? Because first of all, $1 million ain't a lot of money. But if here's how I think of it like this. $1 million ain't a lot of money. So if you spent the right amount of money just trying to get away from the snail, right? Then eventually the snail would exhaust its money trying to chase you, right? But if the snail is super intelligent, he would invest some of that money, so some of that money coming back to him. You got to make that money, baby. You got to maintain that wealth. You know what I'm talking about? You can't just be rich, nigga. You gotta be wealthy. You know what I'm talking about? If the snail was smart, that's a smart snail. Smail, baby. If he was a smail, you know what I'm talking about? Not a female, okay? Ha ha. Ow! I went there, baby. I feel good. I knew that I would now. Sorry, this isn't funny. I like to think that one big tittied woman will go, oh my God, I love this guy's humor. And then she'll push her glasses up on her nose and keep playing like Neopets or something. So what's something lame? And she pulls out her Tamagotchi. She's a girl from a different time. She's from the 90s when I stopped growing. Oh my God. So somebody responds. First things first, that $1 million is practically worthless compared to immortality. Every dime of that cash should be spent ensuring that the snail never ever reaches me. First things first, I keep an eye on him. It's tempting to want to hop on a plane or a train and get as far away, but once I do that, he's gone, and I'll never see him again until 3 a.m. on July 14th, 2072, when the sneaky little cuss slips in the door and slimes onto me before I even wake up and notice him. No, I'm going to be within visual distance of the snail, slowly moving away from it until Snail Containment Plan Part A is done. Look how long this is. Look how long this is. Okay. Next, I grab my phone, I call up someone that I can trust with my life, and tell them to come to my location within the hour and bring a metal cash box, a good padlock, and a firearm. Once they arrive, I inform them of the deal and ask them to grab the snail, shove it into the metal box, and lock it up. Move the snail, once the snail is moved to a temporary... What? Once the snail is temporarily secured, I ask the friend to carry around the box, never letting it out of their sight, and to prevent its opening with as much force as is required. We arrive at some reasonable figure for their service, maybe $50,000. Now we can start on the real work. I'm on the phone again, contracting with a tungsten machine service. Oh, I can't do this. Okay. I ask them to construct for me a hollow tungsten sphere with a small sealable opening, ideally via both exterior bolts and sintering. I asked them to rush a job, a thick wall, depth perhaps as much as a foot thick. The spherical shape should keep material costs as low as possible. Here's the thing, man. I get that the whole cuteness of this bullshit is how much thought that he's put into it, but like I motherfucking said, if the snail is super intelligent, my dude, if the snail is super intelligent, it'd probably find a way. It'd probably find a way. Now, like I established and made clear to all of you before in my scenario, where even if you trap the snail, the likelihood is that he could probably know Morse code and then he could tap his little shell against the fucking, walls of whatever containment thing he's in. I know you're thinking, oh, just get the snail, get the shell off of him. Maybe just wrap him in some sort of absorbent material where, he's not going to be able to, tap anything and make any kind of noise, and then, put him in a whole bunch of lock boxes and submerge him and shit like that. You know what I mean? The bottom line is, what if when we initially get our money, immortality, and super intelligence, what's the word? Okay. Let's say he finds a way to genetically make it so that what he oozes out of himself, like a snail slime, what if he makes that like acidic so it can burn through the majority of the things that we would try to, are we in the same room when he first gets super intelligence to where it's like a think fast situation and I can trap him? The thing is, let's not talk about this bullshit, okay? It's nonsense. And this guy's story goes on forever. And then at the bottom, somebody simply responds 2 motherfucking words. It says decoy snail. Decoy snail. If my man Snail is incredibly smart like it says, somebody just said got him. You know what I'm talking about? It's a dumb question and I don't want to hear about it again. You and a super intelligent snail both get $1 million and become immortal. You die if the snail touches you and he's constantly inching towards you. If this dude's smart, this snail is on a drone. This snail got decoy snails. You know what I mean? He coming at you. $1 million is enough money to invest and figure some shit out. Throw some money at the stock market, baby. Throw some money at some nerd that's going to be cryptocurrencying, you know what I mean? Buy a, you know, make that money back, baby. Easy once you got that much. Because you basically can just throw your money at a bunch of sure things. And if they're so sure, then the money gonna come back. So, you know, this snail rolling in that cash, he is able to pay people to come at your ass, restrain you. What if this snail, much like Voldemort from the Harry Potter series, divided himself into many different snails and imbued his essence onto artifacts that he would then gift to some of his contracted assassin? You know what I'm talking about? Let's consider the snail and the assassins 7, right? 7 assassins, each with a different type of artifact that has been imbued with a part of himself. With these, he's given these assassins these Horcrux weapons. You know what I'm talking about? Somebody is not in the mood for this bullshit, and it's probably Vanessa. And I love that girl. I just want her to. I want her to love me. As we continue, we arrive at number 3. What a long list this has been. We've been streaming for an hour and 40 minutes. What have I done? Okay. This post where someone made an illustrated map of 1,800 must-see films arranged by genre and theme. Wow. There is a color key identifying the classics and masterpieces among the many worth watching, linked by highways and roads that you can follow for when you're looking for something like Bing Bong, or which leads nicely to another genre. I find myself returning to and scanning the map whenever I'm looking for films to watch. Okay, that's pretty interesting. It's like a little way of finding some must-watch movies as far as this guy's concerned. On a giant imaginary road map. But it's literally just a big image. The sci-fi mountains. Gravity sucks. Why is that a fucking... Yo, fuck that movie. Are you stupid? Are you stupid? What kind of basic fucking shit is this? I don't want to watch any of this crap. Are you kidding me? And it has like it seems like a little more important than a lot of the other ones. Kill yourself. Fuck that movie. Gravity, dude. It's a visual spectacle, but so is fucking Transformers. This is some kind of movie list for Destiny players, my dude. You know? Y'all got me fucked up. A masterpiece? You know what I mean? It wasn't even influential. Who could tell you what Gravity is? Most people hear me saying that phrase and don't remember that it's a movie that George Clooney and Sandra Bullock was in. You know, why do I know that? Because I was, oh God, Gravity, the actual thing. No, the movie Gravity. Okay. And it's a movie where Sandra Bullock is breathing heavily in space, just floating adrift. You know why I know that? Because I played a video game called Adrift. And I kept thinking of that movie that I'd only seen a trailer of. Because I certainly wasn't going to watch it. Someone says, no wait, they don't say it. They have followed me and their name is This Is Defined Not True. Thank you for the follow, my man. Got me thinking about fucking Xboxes. I don't need to think about Xboxes, okay? You know what I need to think about? My shorts. Will you buy Kyle shorts? My shorts, dude. My shorts. 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 What's going on? Get through this list. I thought this was going to be cool, and then the first thing I saw kind of made me upset. Gravity? It left no footprint. Footprint? Foot pint. Pint of Guinness. I'm kidding. I don't like bitter beers. Number 2. Someone posted about this sport called Roman football. I still have no idea what it is or what the fuck I'm looking at, There's 150 guys on the field. They're all wearing funny costumes. Most of them have no interest in the ball and are instead paired up in some weird way. Some are boxing, some are wrestling, some are hugging, some are just laying on the ground with an opponent for no discernible reason. Anyway, I show this YouTube clip to people at least 3 or 4 times a year. Oh, I've been linked to this before because it like went into the middle of the video where somebody scored, I guess. So it's just like, it's like a crazier rugby. Maybe there's no rules or something. The game hasn't started yet. So you can just like straight up fight. That's fucking wild. That's fucking wild. I like their pants. They could just fight. They could just fight out there. All right. What's up? What's up? I feel like this is a game that they would make in prison if people just This is ridiculous. Yeah. This is ridiculous. Hey, one of those dudes had like a full, you know, top part of his suit. I like that. I've lost him forever. I'll never be able to figure out where that portion was. Maybe it was a referee dressed like that. He had like a top part of the getup. He looked like he was in a straight play. This is stupid. All right, number 1 here. I don't need to. The one about how crappy it can be to win the lottery and what to do even if you ever win. I don't even play, but it's so informative. Ooh. Well, yeah, man. People coming at your ass. You win the lottery? Shut the fuck up. Hire an advisor to figure out what to do. Do not declare yourself the winner. Do not tell anyone. The urge is going to be nearly irresistible. Resist it. Trust me. Immediately retain an attorney. Get a partner from larger national firm. Don't let them pawn off junior partners or associates to you. They might try. All law firms might, but insist that your lead be a partner who has been with the firm for a while. Do not use your local attorney. Whoa. Decide to take the lump sum. Most lotteries pay a really pathetic rate for the annuity. It usually hovers around 4 to 5% or 4.5% annual, returning or less, depending. Damn. Decide right now how much you plan to give family and friends. Right now. This really shouldn't be more than 20% or so. Figure it out right now. Pick your number. Tell your lawyer. That's it. Don't change it. 20% of 114 million is 22 million. That leaves you with 91 million. Do not consult with family when deciding how much to give the family. You are going to get advice that is so badly tainted by conflict of interest. And if other families find out that Aunt Flo was consulted and they weren't, you will never hear the end of it. Neither will Aunt Flo. Oh my God. Do not give anyone cash ever, period. Just don't. Do not buy them houses. Do not buy them cars. Tell your attorney that you want to provide your family. We want to provide for your family and that you want to set up a series of trusts for them that will total 20% of your after-tax winnings. Tell him you want the trust empowered to fund higher education. Oh my God. Wow. Do not put yourself in a position where you're handing out cash. Once you do, if you stop, you will be accused of being a heartless bastard or bitch. Trust me, it won't go well. Somebody said you will be encouraged to hire an investment manager. Considerable pressure will be applied. Don't. Oh my God.
Boom.
Nick donated $12 to me. And he destroyed my chip jar. Oh my God. Nick Rayner. Nick, thank you. I love you. Wow. That's so Nick, dude. That's so Nick. So that means tonight, we've had donations from Cult of Punk and Nick. And I appreciate that. You're both so wonderful. Wait, what's going on? Torture Your Soul says, sorry for the friend request. I was just trying to follow your fine ass, but I'm new to the site. That's fine. Jesus said, link it to the chat. Tell me what it was again, my man, and I'll hit you with it. Was it the map of the movies? Is that what you want? You motherfucker. If you heard what I said about Destiny and you want that map, you mother. Oh my God. Anyway. Oh my God. Oh, Prelude's name is Nick. I wish there were a way to throw it into your real name so I wouldn't forget, man. Wish I could set people's nicknames. Oh boy. I appreciate you, Prelude. You're badass. This I appreciate. So, guys, I hope you have a fantastic evening here. In 30 minutes, I'm probably going to download this the Spider-Man game and then see what's really hood, you know. Probably, man. What's going on in my this guy is saying that I should go narrate his neckbeard story. I think I will. And see if I can establish a TIFU situation with these neckbeard stories. It'll give me something to do in the next half hour while the game is downloading. So Linda says gameplay later maybe, and I'm letting you know, yeah, if I get this Spider-Man and download it, we will be playing that and we'll have fun. Thank you again, everybody, for being amazing. I'm sorry, but you're going to be starting to seeing some, content out of me that's a little more edited, a little more cut. And then we'll figure out some things that are a little more produced. So thank you to my hardcore sponsors. And thank you to my amazing patrons. Both of you. Well, not both of you, but all of both groups. You guys are on that gangster. You guys are on that next level. Yeah, you make me say stuff that's not safe for work, Not safe for work. Not safe for work. Special thanks to all of you in the stream. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you. Thank you to Prelude for all of the bits. Thank you to Jinx. Thank you to Amy. And I hope that you all feel great tonight. You'll see me soon. Prelude stream boss. He is loving that. And you also know what time it is because he is the stream boss. We got to give credit where credit is due. I give it up for the stream boss. Oh my God. What a gentleman. We will see you guys tonight, and we'll go from there. Wait, what do you mean too much porn? What's that? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? You guys have a wonderful night, and you'll see me again probably in about a half hour, hopefully if everything goes well. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Love you. Later.